So, a pleasant day, everyone. So, I'll be discussing about political ideology. So, these are to be discussed. So, characteristic and relevance of political ideology, different political ideology, relationship between political ideology and political community, the impact and values on the political community, and how political ideology affects the life of the everyday Filipino. So, introduction. So, first of all, what is political ideology? So, political ideology is a set of beliefs, values, and ideas that shape on individuals or a groups. So, understanding of political reality. So, it plays a crucial role in organizing political thought, guiding public policies, and influencing governance in a society. So in this next page, we will be discussing about characteristics and relevance of political ideology. So uh, first, we have framework for political thought. Second, we have guiding principles for governance. And third, social cohesion and identity. And fourth, we have influence on political participation. And fifth, we have social change and stability. So what is the characteristics and relevance of political ideology? So political ideology plays a fundamental role in shaping the political landscape of a society. So they serve as frameworks for political thought, guiding how individuals and groups interpret events, policies, and issues. So this ideology provides a structure for organizing political beliefs, helping to determine that is considered acceptable or desirable in society. So moreover though guys, political ideology are key in influencing governance. So they often underpin the platforms of political parties and the policies that leaders advocate. For example, so ideologies like socialism support state-run services, or while capitalism emphasize free market principles. And so, ang political ideology also gahatag siya sa social cohesion and identity. So they help individuals and communities form a sense of belonging as people often unite around shared values and beliefs. So nationalist ideologies, for instance, foster pride and unity within a country. So additionally, so ideologies drive political participation and or in citizens often engage with political parties or movement that reflect their beliefs, whether it's voting or protesting, thereby impacting electoral outcomes and public engagement in politics. And lastly guys, ang ideologies can be catalysts for both social change and stability. So some ideologies such as communism or anarchism call for radical social transformation, challenging the existing system. In contrast, ideologies like conservatism seek to preserve traditional values and structures, promoting stability and continuity in society. So, in essence, political ideology are central to shape or shaping the direction of political life, offering guidance for both individual and collective action in society. So don't worry guys, we will be discussing about the conservatism and other things. So next we have different political ideology. So first we have, so this will be discussed. So liberalism, conservatism, socialism, communism, fascism, and anarchism. So what are these guys? So in different political ideology, liberalism is uh, nag-focus siya on individual freedoms daw. So like democracy, quality, and market-oriented economy. So it advocates for limited government intervention or emphasizing human rights, civil liberties, and free markets. So an example for this is like classical liberalism or social liberalism. So next we have conservatism. So conservatism, so it emphasizes tradition, social stability, and the preservation of established institution. So believes that gradual evolution of society is preferable to radical change, and that individuals should take responsibility for their actions. So, for example, traditional conservatism and fiscal conservatism. And next we have socialism. So socialism, it advocates for collective or state control over major industries and resources to ensure equality and social justice. So it supports a welfare state that ensures the protection and well-being of all citizens, particularly the disadvantaged. So, an example of this is democratic socialism or Marxism communism. So, communism, it seeks the abolition of private property and class distinction, so advocating for a classless society where the means of production are owned collectively. So it is rooting or rooted in the works of Karl Marx. So communism calls for revolutionary change to achieve its goal. For example, Marxism or Maoism. And next we have fascism. So fascism, it focuses on authoritarian leadership and strong centralized power, and nationalism promotes the supremacy of the state and often rejects liberal democracy. So it emphasizing military power or militarism and cultural unity. So for example, Italian fascism and Nazism. So lastly, we have anarchism. So it advocates for the abolition of all forms of uh, her- hierarchical authority, including the state, emphasizing individuals' liberty and voluntary cooperation among communities and rejecting coercion and oppression. So for an example of this is uh, anarcho-syndicalism and anarcho-communism. Ay, kuan po day guys, napo day ko i-add ay unsa ganito siya? Environmentalism. So environmentalism, so kini siya guys, naga-focus siya sa kuan on the protection of environment, or it advocate for policies to mitigate climate change and protect biodiversity and promote sustainability. So it involves varying degree of economic reform, so including state intervention or market-based solution. So ang example of this is green politics and eco-socialism. So next we will be discussing about relationship between political ideology and political community. So the relation between political ideology and political community is political ideologies and political communities share an intricate relationship. So a political community is a group of people united by shared political and social interests. excuse me. While political ideology provides the values and beliefs that define the identity of the community. So, uh, so here are the ways political ideology and political communities are interconnected. So first, collect, collective identity. So ideologies often provide the foundation for collective identities within political communities. For instance, in a democracy, liberal ideology may shape a political community around values such as individual rights, freedom of expression, and rule of law. So, cohesion and conflict. While ideology can bring people together under common goals, it can also create division and conflict with a political community. Disagreement over ideology often leads to political polarization, where groups advocate for radically different political solution. And next we have representation and legitimacy. So a political community often forms based on shared ideology views, and in turn those in power may represent the ideology that is dominant in community. So ideological legitimacy is crucial for functioning of the state. So as it determines who has the right to govern and the direction that policies will take. And also we have social movements. So social movements, political ideologies inspire various social movements within political communities. For example, the civil rights uh, or civil rights movement in the United States was driven by liberal and social justice ideologies. So while environmental movements may be inspired by green politics, uh, policy and so diri na mosunod ang policy and governance. So policy and governance, political ideology also define how resources are allocated within a community. So the role of state and welfare of citizen ideological perspective on economic system or capitalism versus socialism. So guide government policies and laws that directly impact the political community. So the next page is the impact and values on the political community, which I already said. So impact and values on the political community. So in political ideology, it have a profound impact on the values and structure of a political community. So it influencing multiple aspects of society in significant ways. So first ideology shape economic system. So they dictate the approach country and takes toward issues like taxation, market regulation, and wealth distribution. And for example, like capitalism advocates for a free market economy with minimal government intervention, while socialism seeks to redistribute wealth more equally, aiming to reduce disparities between social classes. And additionally, political ideology influencing how rights and freedoms are viewed and held, like liberalism, for instance, emphasizing individual rights and personal freedoms. Also, advocating for policies that protect civil liberties, and in contrast, and conservatism, often focusing on preserving family and community values, sometimes placing the collective good above individual autonomy. So ideology also affects social equality though guys. And movements like socialism and feminism, it challenged the societal structure that perpetuate inequalities. So calling for reforms that promote gender or racial and economic equality. So this ideology advocates for system changes that work towards a more inclusive and fair society. So public policy and law are directly shaped by political ideology, and policies surrounding healthcare, education, defense, and welfare system reflect the value and principle of uh, ruling political forces. For example, a party with socialist ideals might advocate for universal healthcare, while a party with conservative values might prioritize the private sector solution. So, finally, political ideology influence the culture of a nation, impacting various cultural domains such as art, media, education, and religion. And nationalism, for instance, foster a strong sense of national pride and identity, while ideology like multiculturalism encourage the celebration of diversity and the coexistence of various cultural groups within a society. So in sum, political ideology though guys is not only guide political action and decision making, but also play a pivotal role in shaping the economic and social and cultural and legal framework of a nation. So it affecting how people live or relate to one another and envision for their future. So that's the impact and values on the political community. And next we have uh, how political ideology affects the life of the everyday Filipino. So first we have political implementation, social services and welfare, corruption and governance, and political participation and activism, and nationalism and identity. So in the Philippines, political ideology significantly impact the everyday lives of Filipinos, shaping public policies like social services, governance, and national identities in various ways. So one of the most direct effect of political ideology is on policy implementation. So the political beliefs of the ruling government determine the approach to vital services such as healthcare, education, and housing. For instance, pro-capitalist policies might encourage privatization of public service, potentially making them more expensive and less accessible, while left-wing ideologies may promote the expansion of government-run service aimed at ensuring equal access for citizens. For a while sa guys, wait. So, continuing. So, political ideologies also influence social services and welfare. So, government with socialist leaning are more likely to focus on creating social safety nets, such as universal health insurance or housing programs. So, on the other hand, governments influenced by neoliberal ideologies may favor a free market approach, potentially cutting back on public and spending and shifting the burden of services to the private sector, which may not be as accessible to all. For a while again, guys, wait lang. So, continuing. So, another key area where political ideologies affect every to life is corruption and governance. So, how governments addresses transparency and accountability is often shaped by its ideology stance. So, a conservative government might emphasize traditional authority and hierarchical structure, which could influence each approach to governance and corruption. In contrast, liberal or Congressive ideology tend to advocate for more transparency, so anti-corruption measure and stronger check and balance within the government. So political ideology also encourage political participation and activism or ideologies related to human rights or political reform. And environmental justice motivate Filipinos to engage in political discourse, activism, and public demonstration. So this ideology inspires citizens to both protest and advocate for change. So contributing to a more active and engaged political community. So in regards, nationalism and identity are deeply influenced by political ideologies. Like national ideology play a crucial role in shaping the Filipino sense of identity, like pride and solidarity, particularly in times of national crisis, so such as foreign invasion or struggle for independence, or nationalism unites people with a shared sense of purpose, like fostering pride in their cultural heritage and the nation's sovereignty. So in summary, political ideologies have a profound effect on the daily lives of Filipinos, like influencing everything from the services they receive to their level of political engagement and sense of national identity. So these ideologies shape how people live, interact with the government, and perceive their role in society. So conclusion. So political ideology form the backbone of the political and social structure of a society. So they determine how government are formed or how policies are implemented and how citizens interact with the political system. So in the Philippines, political ideologies influence governance, social services, and political participation. And the national identity. So, the relevance of political ideologies, while diverse and dynamic, it remains crucial to understanding the Filipino experience and in the and the broader political community. So, whether in shaping individual behavior or national policies, political ideology are central to the development and functioning of any nation. So, that will be all, guys. Thank you.